have a lot of baseball to do with you. I'm going to start it here because I got a lot of games, but there's a few things from last night I want to do first. Yankees beat the Angels 8-3 out in Anaheim, Scotty. We told you yesterday, Sandoval against those big Yankee bats, and I had
over and the Yankees
I had
on a run
Judge
line.
6 ways to Sunday to hit a home run last night, and he certainly did. In fact,
Boom.
his 18th to tie the league lead on Yes Network.
Judge in May, 364, 491 on base percentage. High drive, left field, Ward back, track, wall, see ya! A long 2-run home run for Judge, 2-1 Yankees.
So we hit Carver High's home run. We hit the Yankees on the run line, minus a run and a half at minus 105, and, which was a great price, value bet. And then we hit the over 8.5. It landed on 11. And we told you Sandoval sucks, and he's going to get torched. And I said they'd score at least 10 runs themselves. They had 8, but at least it went over. All the bets we had on that game last night hit. We said the Yankees were going to break out, and they sure did.
Judge has hit 12 of his 18 homers in the month of May. That's how hot Judge got in this month. Maybe he'll add a 13th tonight in San Francisco to finish off the month. Why not? Which we'll discuss in a little bit.
How about this? Soto into the bay. Soto out of the park, into the water, into the canoes.
Yep. Hey, why not? We'll go after Davis, too. I saw him before. I saw that he's taking the Giants tonight against the Yankees. We can't have any of that. I got a couple of things from last night, and then we'll do tonight's game.
What a fail. Carver High, how about Trevor Williams? You knew I bet him last night at that enormous price of $1.58. You got to be kidding me. He goes into Atlanta, gives up 1 earned run. His ERA is 2.2, and he's 5-0. And he was like one of the worst pitchers in baseball last year, and this year he is just dynamic.
He was awful last year for the Nationals. Awful. Like you said, one of the worst in baseball. I was with you on the Nationals last night. Great performance from Williams, and all we needed was this 2-run double from Joey Meneses on Madison to give us the lead. Let's go.
Batter's over the bag at first. It'll score a couple. Joey Meneses, a cue shot into the right field corner, and he's now 4 for 5 in this series. 2-0 Nationals.
Your boy
it really is unbelievable. They're 3 games under 500, and everyone thought they were going to be like one of the worst teams in baseball, and they're not.
They have played some real good baseball, and here's what I love about them, and you do too. They're 3 games under, and you still get them on a lot of nights between 150 and 200. As a dog, you still again tonight. You're getting them as a pretty good dog in Cleveland against the Guardians. So there's money to be made with the Nationals, that's for sure. Tigers beat the Red Sox 5-0. The Mets beat the Diamondbacks 3-2. Now, this was unfortunate. You mentioned this with Davis. Zach Gallen left the game 6 or 7 pitches in the first inning, so that was no good for Arizona. The bullpen held up for a while, but then the Mets break through. They needed something good to happen with them with the way things have gone the last few days, and J.D. Martinez provided that on SNY.
1 out and nobody on. J.D. Martinez coming up. And J.D. clocks one to deep center field. Back goes Carroll, takes a look, and it's out of here! Into the block! J.D. Martinez with his first big Mets moment puts the Mets in front with an 8th inning home run.
First big Mets
That was
moment.
the most excitement they've had at Citi Field the whole season.
First big Met moment for J.D. Martinez. His next big Met moment will be when they move him at the trade deadline to a contender. That'll be his next big moment. The Mets did option Brett Beatty and Christian Scott to the minors. Really a numbers game, Scotty. Scott actually didn't pitch bad for them. It's just they're not going to need the extra starter for the next few weeks. They've got some days off. They're going to London next week against the Phillies, which should be a lot of fun. Here is Pete Alonso. Now, yesterday we did all the Jorge Lopez stuff. This was from before the game yesterday. Pete, you would think one of the leaders in the clubhouse, right, Scotty? You got to get his thoughts on what happened with Jorge Lopez. Pete didn't have too many thoughts.
What did you think of the Jorge Lopez episode?
I really don't necessarily know what to think. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I feel, right now it's, I don't know what to think.
I don't know. I don't think he knows what to think, to be quite honest with you. I don't think
The
he
owner
knows.
won't give him any money. He's the best player on the team, and they won't pay him. So good luck with that. What a fail they've had dealing with Pete Alonso. It's embarrassing.
It really is. By the way, I know you were keeping your eyes on that Cub-Red game. The Cubs went to the bottom of the ninth, down 5-3. Suzuki doubled to left. They had guys on base. They scored the first run. The tying run was coming home on the double, Scotty, and the Reds nailed them at the plate to end the game. 5-4 final. Reds do beat the Cubs out at Wrigley this afternoon. So a nice win for Cincinnati.
You mentioned Buckethead was 2 off the lead. I went straight north to the Canadian Open, and I dove out of Wrigley Field to watch my guy Damon.